Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to the Mario Party AI Fest. Our low-level lunatics are headed out to Mystery Land today. The beautiful hummingbird geoglyph, a replica of the one from Nazca, or at least very close to anyway. So let's see. We'll set things up as we usually do. We've got Luigi, Peach. Luigi's going to be my representative. I've just picked him at complete random. And we're setting them at easy as before. And there we go, everything is all set. Mystery Land is a very difficult board to navigate because you need to land on one of the many happening spaces around. Peach just gets a few modifications to her dress and Luigi is rocking a safari suit. And Koopa was abducted by aliens, they never saw him again. So we cruise down to our crashed plane. Obviously been there for a while. And we are very much archaeologists in the vein of Indiana Jones. So with the Bowser Sphinx to deal with, Luigi is actually going first with 6. That's not too bad. There we are. We are good to go on a particularly difficult run. There could be an absolute feast of stars, depending on what happens, well, appropriately enough, with the happening spaces. And of course, the star in the first area, you don't want to land on the happening spaces in this case. Now, it's a bit difficult to botch things, but it's all down to luck. So, usual modifications, control settings, and save settings. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road, and Luigi doesn't go very far. Nor does Peach, for that matter. Well, that's a bit of an improvement. Whoever wins the first minigame has an advantage. DK is gone though. Worth noting, if a hidden block is placed on a space to which you will warp, if you land on the happening space, you'll get that hidden block. So, Platform Peril, our usual platforming palaver. There was Pinnacle Palaver in Donkey Kong 64. Back to our usual models. Who's going to win? First jump is automatic, everybody's moving ahead. It's fairly even at the moment. I think Peach might slightly be in the lead. Luigi is starting to tail behind a little bit. Wario and Peach have fallen to their deaths. Luigi looked like he was going to, but he's still managing to hold on. It's pretty close. All depends on who lands first. Luigi has a straighter path. Luigi might just have the lead. DK took that extra jump and it stitched him up. DK somehow managing to sit down on the edge of the platform there, and his expression doesn't actually change. So with that little bit of sports commentary done, we move on to the next turn. Luigi clears the happening spaces. He should be free for a shot at the star. Unless, of course, he stumps up and lets himself get abducted by Bob-ombs. Peach matching him move for move. A very interesting board, Mystery Land, a bit more freedom of movement than Wario's Battle Canyon, which was its companion in Mario Party. And everybody's hanging out, and DK has decided to wander off and do his own thing. He's going to be dead within a week, folks. He's probably going to wind up picking up some random berry somewhere along the way. He'll bite into it and he'll get poisoned. And we have Hexagon Heat. Usually this is going to be over in about 3 hexagons because characters move so slowly it's not funny. The ones closest to the cut, Luigi has been rejected. No, he's held on. He's dead. No, he's not dead. Peach was gone. This time Luigi's gone. Wario jumping off him and sending him to a fiery fate. Dirty move from Wario. Back to the red one. And Wario is gone. It usually doesn't take very long. DK in the middle of nowhere, but racking up some coins. And a red space for Luigi, not very good. Peach not going very far. What's Wario going to do? Luigi still has a pretty good roll from Wario. He has quite wisely chosen not to be abducted by aliens, but he's just missed it. The AI pretty much won't use the slow curse, and there's a battle game coming up. I am sincerely hoping for Bowser's Big Blast, and I wonder if that area around the Bob-omb portal is meant to be a really deep ravine. It certainly looks like it anyway, which means there's absolutely no health and safety. And grab bag. Gotta be good at button mashing, and of course, everybody should be going after the person with the gold mushroom. This was a regular game from which you could steal coins in Mario Party. So everybody just sort of wandering around, Wario grabbing Peach, breaking free, DK grabbing Peach, nothing's been stolen just yet. Still nothing. Still nothing. Walking at each other, still nothing stolen. For heaven's sake, somebody rob someone! There we go, DK actually does something, he might have the upper hand. DK's taking the lead. And Luigi, unfortunately, doesn't get to rob Wario. DK might have this one. Peach had the gold. DK ties, and Wario and Luigi tie. So there are 5 mushrooms in each starting bag, including the gold mushroom, and coins are split. Peach has the shot at the star now because DK is off wandering around the pyramids on a tourist trip. And there's a random Goomba hut there, so mushrooms, not that useful. Very circumstantial because you kind of wind up going around in circles. So he can't open that, he's pretty much got himself back where he started. It's another battle game! He's done the intelligent thing and bought a skeleton key. 2 battle games in 1 turn. Unfortunately, this will not do anything for the minigame star, and Wario, the cheapskate, only puts in 2 coins. And facelift. Unlike the first game, multiple faces appear. I think we'll get to mess around with DK's face, but you can only style Peach's hair. You don't really get to make her look completely ridiculous, whereas that expression is kind of what I imagine Donkey Kong looking like when he freaks out after doing something stupid. Now, what sort of misshapen monstrosity are we going to see? His face is melting up there. Peach, sort of doing a reasonable job. DK, on the other hand, not really having much idea what to do. Who is going to be closest? It's really not that good. And Peach wins in what was quite frankly a very disappointing performance. And she gets the pity coin, adding insult to injury. I suppose it's no wonder why people tend to think Peach cheats. She has the shot at the star now, but it's everyone onto her. Move to the music should be fairly simple, but we'll see. Not very much happening. Do something, down, Z, left, then randomly do something. Wario, his timing is off. Zaza left, right. Luigi's probably going to be gone soon. DK's gone. And Luigi has botched it. Just for stuffing around, I actually did another game that I wish I'd been recording last night. A 35 turn one, so it was a bit longer. Peach got a star in a hidden block on the first turn. And it gets worse for Luigi, he can't even afford to get abducted. Sucks to be Luigi, doesn't it? So Peach is more than likely going to get the star. Very wisely chooses not to get abducted, and is it going to be a battle game? There we are, first star of the game goes to Peach, who also, I believe, has the lead in the minigame star. And DK's skeleton key is going to help. However, you will have to get abducted if you want to take the quickest route there. And once again, another battle game with pretty much everyone skint. DK just has enough. But a lot is on the line here. And we're back to Hot Bob-omb. Sadly, we have not had Bowser's Big Blast, which is admittedly luck-based, but I like the animations in that. So, now the obvious strategy here, at least if I was playing, I'd be targeting Peach, because she's in first. Nothing against her personally, even though I do wish she'd be a bit smarter in the Mario games. But you gotta take out the person in first. Oh, Wario is gone. That got pretty tight. Bomb bounces around very quickly. And Luigi is out. Very unfortunate, the fuse is somewhat random. I wonder how all the Bob-ombs in the audience feel that one of their compatriots is essentially getting blown up for the sake of entertainment. They're obviously very enthusiastic. And Paper Mario has shown us that they can at least respawn, so... Oh, and Peach gets the pity coin. Who did she pay off? So, Wario and Luigi left completely destitute. DK is on his way to the star. At least he's actually gone the proper way. He's got an item game. And surprising intelligence from DK actually heads the right way. We've had some ridiculous moments where the AI has just chosen not to go for the star. Mallet go round, more hammer-based item minigames. Fairly easy timing. DK's gonna botch this, just you watch. I didn't even get to finish my sentence, and he botched it. Presumably, he'll just go for the Bowser bomb, which probably makes him the dumbest of the lot. No DK game mechanics mean that you can't beat Bowser in a fight. Totem pole pound again. And some fairly ordinary performances doesn't bode well for DK in the picture there because he hadn't actually pounded anything in, and what is he doing? So, who's going to win? Fairly basic. Luigi and Peach in the lead. Luigi actually doing a pretty good ground pound there. Not a very good one. DK temporarily has the lead. Luigi has it. No, wait, Peach is in the lead. Luigi, what's Luigi going to do? Luigi's going to take it! Unexpected burst of competence from Luigi gets him out of the doldrums. But this board is really going to be like that, to be honest. Item game for Luigi. He's probably going to get a skeleton key and spend the whole game stumbling around with it. It would be amusing if he got the Bowser Bomb, though. He'd sacrifice himself, but it would be a nice dick move. A Bowser Bomb can be a very good way of getting rid of your opponents here. Oh no, he's going for the mushroom. Let's hit the skeleton key. He's got the mushroom. Interesting choice, but if he gets himself abducted, it's probably more useful. Nothing for Peach. What's going to happen with Wario? He's going to teleport away as well. Stuck wandering around the pyramids. Oh dear. DK has just missed out on the star. The Koopa Bank was going to stitch him up, and here is Bowser. If it's coin potluck, potluck would have been funny because it would have just screwed everyone over. Yes, as the almighty overseer of these ridiculous AIs, I do want terrible things to happen to them because it's better entertainment. I mean, it's not much fun if one of them just wins all the time, is it? Alright, Cake Factory. Are we going to have some delicious cake-topped cakes? I'm pretty sure lots of people might enjoy that. So, very, very good production early on. Fairly even. Luigi looking around slightly confused. He's waiting. It's even. No. Well, Luigi and DK are actually in the lead. This is a competent performance. What in blazes is going on? Luigi keeps missing, though. DK just chucks down a strawberry. They're missing a lot. Wario and Peach can't get anything. Luigi and DK proving surprisingly competent. That's not the worst performance I've seen. And Wario is back in last. DK can't get the star, but he can steal coins, and I assume he's going for Peach. 10, that's... Well, that could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. Luigi not employing the voodoo of the Shy Guys. Gonna lose a lot of coins this turn, though. Is he going to be able to get himself abducted in time? Not much of the action has left the first area, if I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of waiting for a hidden block to just sort of shake everything up now. DK can't get that star, but he can get to Boo. No surprise, stealing from Peach is the best option in this case. Very slow movement. Admittedly, I wouldn't be discouraged by stealing 21 coins. That's very good indeed. Kinda strange dialogue from Boo, if I'm going to be honest. DK isn't warping out of there, and... Oh no, he is. Oh no, there's the hidden block, and it's a star to boot. Pure ridiculous luck hands DK a star. Looks like there's another target, but can anybody actually move onward? We have Boo as our target. Slightly more difficult setup. DK taking a while to actually do anything. Maybe he's still stunned from finding that lucky star. Now, not sure who's in the lead at the moment. Luigi making some odd decisions. Nope, getting rid of the hardest ones first. I think he is just in the lead comparatively. DK has snatched the lead back from him. DK has screwed up. Luigi jumps and does nothing. Peach also doing nothing. Wario has it. Wario just has it. Probably that decision to randomly jump up and down and not ground pound has condemned Luigi to last place. So Luigi has decided to get himself abducted. Is it going to go the wrong way? Yes, it is. Sucks to be Luigi. He's been dumped off at King Bob-omb's gravesite and warped out and... Oh! Didn't expect him to turn up there. That was actually a pretty good result for Luigi. Cost him 10 coins, and whatever they did to him while he's in the spaceship. Probably a lot of dignity has been paid as well, but Luigi is in a fairly good position. Of course, if he lands on the bank, he's got a start, but he's going to need to rack up a lot of coins in minigames. So is Peach going for the plunder chest? She's going for the mushroom by the looks of it. She's got a skeleton key, very strange. If you continually miss your timing, you can screw up and not get anything. Of course, the AI is not intelligent enough to realise Peach has a plunder chest. I'm not going to get anything. Admittedly, getting a plunder chest can be a very good way of screwing over your opponents because they won't do anything. Of course, if they all buy items at once, you've just got to go and hope. And Dizzy Dancing. Who's going to get the burst of competence in the last 5 seconds? That's the one we're looking out for. And away they go, everybody jumping in unison. Stumbling around, DK's on the record, goes the wrong way, trying to jump on Luigi. Wario and Peach fighting each other, Luigi just sort of wandering around, not really going anywhere. DK going in circles. Wario and Peach still fighting, Luigi actually shows competence before the last 5 seconds. A sudden, unexpected burst of skill. Still mired in last place though, but it puts him in a better position. Oh dear. Of course, if Luigi can get out without losing any coins and then wins the next minigame, he's got the start, but that is very unlikely. Oh, could he escape? The slightly confused chance time is a pretty good touch, I think. And let's see. DK has to stump up 20 coins. And there we are, still in first place though. And we'll see. I don't think Peach is warping out of there. Red space to add insult to injury, nasty. Wario's still going in circles and DK does have a better chance of warping out. The slow curse does let you move only 1 to 3. It's like the poison mushroom in Mario Party 3. Don't know why I blanked out on that one. Handcar Havoc, button mashing and constant button mashing. Yeah. I hate button mashing almost more than I hate rotating the control stick.
Ready, go!
Very slow start for Luigi and Peach, but Wario slows down. Going very slowly up the hill here. It's kind of a slow race, but I think DK and Wario aren't just ahead. No wait, Luigi and Peach have pushed just ahead a little bit. I think they're still narrowly holding that lead. Still not performing very well though. I think they've actually pushed ahead a little bit more. Luigi needs those coins to get the star. It's still fairly tight. DK and Wario slowed down. And they're coming in on the last stretch. It is going to be Luigi and Peach. Almost like a race to see who can be the slowest. And Luigi cannot fail, the star is his. That's actually a fairly decent amount of stars for Mystery Land, even if one of them has come from a hidden block. DK has a chance. Depends on how many coins he has. I don't think he's got enough. But Luigi won't be able to use Boo. Bad luck for him. And he can't go and get himself abducted, but he is warping along. Worth noting, hidden blocks will change location. There is always one on the field at each time, and then that hidden block will change when somebody lands on the spot. So you can land on a spot, have nothing happen, somebody else lands on the spot after a hidden block's been landed on, and then it can come up in that spot you landed on earlier. If that sort of makes any sense, which I admit a lot of my rambling doesn't. Wario not even buying a dueling glove. Ooh, this could be interesting. Battle game. It all depends on what DK does. He has to win if he wants the star. Ah. Raking them in sucks because the timing is incredibly difficult and sometimes you can just wind up pushing the mushrooms to the side. It's sort of like the Mario Party equivalent of a rigged claw game. You basically have to wait till they're right on the edge, and that's a good play for Luigi. DK's also got a gold mushroom, waiting very carefully, and Luigi's poisoned himself. No, Luigi hasn't poisoned himself. Peach has missed that one. Luigi has a chance, his timing's off. No, he's actually got it. Luigi being surprisingly competent. Luigi's botched it. No, he hasn't.
Finish!
But DK gets second place. Luigi will take the win. I think this has been more battle games than the other two videos combined, and even the Mario Day one. And we've only had Day at the Races once. I think the only one we haven't seen is Bowser's Big Blast. Oh wait, Bumper Balloon Cars, but that doesn't matter because I hate the controls in that one. And Mecha Marathon. Always problematic with a Wii U gamepad. Luigi actually turning with a decent amount of speed, but so is DK. Peach has picked up the pace as well. So they're probably not going to go very far. It's not looking good. Wario is out already. Luigi surprisingly is out. And DK has actually got very close to 20 yards. That's fairly impressive for the low-level AI. Mind you, with my crummy skills, I probably struggle to beat them. It doesn't matter, actually. DK is now... I forgot about the minigame, because DK is in a position to get that second star. Depends on what Luigi rolls. Snatches it from under DK's nose. It doesn't suck to be Luigi for once. So where's he landed? Well, Peach and Wario have a chance for that. And there's Baby Bowser. There is a Shy Guy Voodoo Hut, but nobody visits those. And Luigi, I think, is going to get an item game space. He just missed chance time. Things will probably change from 3 onwards because in Mario Party 1 and 2 it was actually incredibly easy to rig chance time in your favour. You didn't have to hit the blocks in specific order, so you could basically set up, somebody gives a star somewhere. Luigi's botched that. Also, you'd pick one of the star icons and have it pointing to you, because you could usually time the second block fairly well. The third one was completely random. So what you'd do is you'd set up to have somebody else give a star to you. Wario's got a star. No, he doesn't have enough coins. Neither does Peach for that matter. And he's got Bowser. Bad luck for Wario. And he has to stump up 15 coins. The ignominy. Wario has been bumbling around in last place for a lot of the game. Of course, that is the cruelty of Mystery Land. If you don't have things going your way at just the right time, you'll lose out on so much. DK left to stump up 5 coins. Also note there's what appears to be a golf hole for some reason. And Destruction Duet. We now get to see the AI just randomly punch. Of course, I think it's the smallest one there, so let's see which statue we get. Yep, the small one. Just standing there walking for a little bit, just a lot of punching. Yep, lots of punching. Nobody actually doing a jump kick. Nobody trying to land on top of it. Just punching. Mind you, that's got to hurt your fists. But Luigi and Wario, Peach had a very good start. But I think Luigi is actually making a bit of a comeback, which is quite nice because the last 2 times my AI representative has wound up finishing in 3rd place. Halfway through the game and some fairly decent scores and more doom from Bowser. Certainly more Bowser spaces. Not quite as much character in Bowser this time, and oh, we finally get to see Bowser's multiplying toads. You won't lose a star from this. The star space has changed though, so it's right in front of Peach just to add insult to injury, and then it's over there. It can be very difficult to determine which one the real toad is. Blah, sorry. So Luigi gets away without losing any coins. Peach can't afford anything, so this will not... Might be the real one, but I don't know what happens if she runs into the other one. And Wario is wandering along. Might have enough coins depending on the minigame. Or this battle game. Lots and lots of battle games. Not sure what's going on, but makes for some pretty interesting contests. This has been a seesawing game. And there's bumper balloon cars, which I think sucks. The controls are incredibly awkward and it can be very finicky using the Wii U gamepad because sometimes you just wind up for turning when you're actually trying to drive straight. Luigi is dead. Peach had the chance to... Wario had the chance to pop balloons and has missed. Peach is just going all over the place. Peach just has to turn. I think he can play for a draw. But Wario has come away with the victory. Wario has a chance at finding out if that's a real toad. Peach gets the pity coin again. She paid someone off. She's giving favours of some kind. Presumably baking. There are no other innuendos. Peach just bakes for people. I don't want anybody implying anything else. I know this isn't necessarily meant for kids, but let's keep it at least PG here. So, is the lone person going to be incredibly slow? It certainly looks like it. Luigi just sort of ambling along. Peach has been rocketing ahead. Whereas Luigi is probably just sort of stumbling along like he's drunk. He's been ice fishing while completely plastered and he's somehow managed to get a fish. Crashing into walls all over the place. And Wario is just rushing ahead. Look at that. Why is the team much smarter than the one player? Luigi doesn't even get over the last hill. And there's Mr. Blizzard lobbing snowballs. I mean, seriously, every time that game has come up, the one player has been about as slow as a wet week. Very strange. What's Luigi going to do? Absolutely nothing meaningful this turn. Peach has enough. Peach gets enough. And then loses it. Forgot about that. Rightio, they do say the same thing, and Peach warps away. And we don't get to find out just yet. Fairly boring turn in all fairness. And back to hot rope jump. We're seeing this one a lot. So, let's see. My money is probably on DK dying first. Wario trying to die first. And let's see. Nope. Actually made it to 10. Not too bad. Peach and Wario go out. And it's Luigi who died. That is why I'm not a psychic. With that kind of accuracy, as the old joke goes, I should be a meteorologist. But in fairness, there's a lot of work that goes into being a meteorologist, so... And what have we got? He's teleporting out of there. I think Luigi actually might be in the lead for the happening star. So Peach very cruelly denied the shot at what could have been a star. Can go back. But what's Wario gonna do? Wario, I think, has just enough. Buys a golden mushroom, which isn't going to help. Oh right, that one was indeed the real Toad, and Wario is finally on the board. I don't know if it's always the first Toad shown. Because they can only land on blue spaces, for obvious reasons, it's not up there where King Bob-omb lies. Just thinking on that little Goomba hut, it really does show all the work that went in to creating all the little graphics. It would be nice to look over the boards, just when you're playing on your own, and see all the clever little details they've added in. You have all sorts of interesting mysteries along the way. The first area is admittedly pretty bland, but they throw in a lot of creative elements across all the different boards. Skateboard Scamp is another repeat one. So, who's going to suffer on this one? Fun thing to do with your friends. Tell them that the jump button is the one they need to press to skate forward. So they'll be mashing A, jumping on the spot, and they get eaten right from the start. Luigi has an early lead, but Wario's caught right back up. DK and Peach are lagging behind. Got to get the timing on those jumps just right, otherwise... Oh, I thought Luigi was dead. Wario has been abducted. It's Peach in the lead. There's absolutely no way that changes in the final stretch, unfortunately, no matter how good you are at button mashing. As I've said several times before. And Luigi has fallen off the pace a little bit. Alright, I'm not sure who has the coin star at this moment. Oh, I think Peach has stolen it. Peach had just enough. And the game changes again. Peach jumps into first by a few coins. So let's see, I think that area can have 2 star space. Or does that one have? I'm not sure how many star spaces each of the areas have. I'm sorry, there's an old cannon there. One from... Oh no, please. No, she's got a refund. That I can put up with. I was going to say the cannons appear to be the ones... At least I recognise them from Super Mario 64, but jeez. Bit of a gift to Peach. I think that's why people insist that Peach cheats. Wario is now going around in circles. Oh, battle game. It is entirely possible that Wario could foresee what was happening and chose to use the gold mushroom then. Only 10 coins, which is a bit disappointing, but then again, Luigi and Wario were kind of broke. There it is. Day at the races. I think we've had... Wait, crazy cutters. We haven't had crazy cutters. Let's see. We've had facelift. We've had raking them in. We've had grab bag. We've had bumper balloon cars. We've had this one. We just need crazy cutters. So DK's got one of the best ones. Luigi stuck with the Womp. Waddling along, very steady pace. Bob-omb falls over, that'll give it a boost of speed. Boo gets a headache and is able to start teleporting. Womp has fallen over, which is usually a big disadvantage. Oh no, the Womp actually wins. Womp got ahead and Boo reappears. Just taking it from the Bob-omb, I believe, but the Thwomp usually comes in last. I suppose that's what happens when you have no legs. Good result for Luigi, puts him back in the running. I haven't been paying attention to the coin star, but I don't think it's over 50. Oh, now it is. DK jumps up to 90 coins. DK laughing straight to the bank with this. And now we've got Honeycomb Havoc. This would be a perfect time for other human players to just screw him over. Because of course this game is very good for backstabbing people. Mario Party, as I know it, is all about creative little alliances, manipulation, changing who you team up with on a whim, and then of course, backstabbing. So now if Luigi gets a 2, smart decision, Luigi can't be eliminated. DK gets to choose who dies. And Wario gets chased off by a cloud of unconvincing bees. Even if they are just sprites, you gotta admit the sprite work is pretty good for the N64 era. This did come out towards the end of its life. I think Luigi is just... Yep, DK has backstabbed Luigi. Mind you, Luigi set himself up for that, but then again, I think he was a bit stuck. You'll also note that they just wind up running straight. Yeah, you might have noticed in the bottom left-hand corner when they run off screen, they actually wind up running onto the hills in the background. Peach is stuffed. Because now DK gets a 2. As I've said, always try to leave your opponent with only 3 fruits left, because no matter what, you can counterpick and they're gone. DK doing pretty well there. Setting himself up with the definite coin star. Luigi in a good spot, dueling for first with Peach. Teleporting away. And where will this land Peach? Narrowly avoids teleporting. Wario, meanwhile, is still struggling and languishing in last. He gets to teleport out of the way, though. And DK pretty much has enough money to do what he... Why didn't he do that? I think it would have got him a bit closer to the star, because if he warped in the next area, then he'd be able to go to where the star is. Please do not tell me he's going for the Bowser Bomb. Please don't go for the Bowser Bomb, Donkey Kong. He's going for a plunder chest. He's hit the Bowser Bomb. He's actually gone for the plunder chest. Thank you, DK. Otherwise, that would not be shooting yourself in the foot. That would be taking a shotgun, blasting a massive hole in your foot, and then getting a chainsaw and cutting off the remnants of said foot. All the while using surgical tools to open the blood vessels so that as much blood as possible flowed out. Luigi is also dead, by the way. DK is also dead. This usually doesn't last much beyond 4 or 5 turns. Usually about 3 because they make stupid decisions. I think I'd preferred losing this game in the first one. At least you could paddle to shore. Even if, as some very great Let's Players who are inspirations of mine said, they didn't have shores back then, it's much better than falling to your death. Luigi is first, Peach is second. Peach will probably get the coin present. And it's just Koopa Troopa. No, it's Wario who gets the coins. And then all the usual gubbins. And our cameraman, who, as I've mentioned before, minored in holding on wide shots for too long, closes it out. We begin the last 5 turns. It's another battle game. Luigi really could have committed 30 coins. This could make significant changes to the game. And we've gone to Hot Bob-omb instead of Crazy Cutters. I think we've seen pretty much every other game. So this Bob-omb is really hot with a lot of coins on the line. Who's going to get screwed over? Looks like they're targeting Luigi. Finally goes to Wario. Tension is high. And there we go. At least we get to hear that famous line. Really no love for Luigi, being a gentleman to Peach. And now he's offloading it. And Luigi's out. I think it happened like this last time. They really wanted to get rid of Luigi. And Peach wins. And this time Wario gets the pity coin. I mean, Peach did just win 78 coins, so that's fair enough. It would have been rigged if she got the pity coin. Peach is serious challenger again, and Luigi is suffering. Wario is broke. Give me all your money, Wario. That must be the most difficult bank to deal with. You just automatically have to make a donation anytime you walk past. I can imagine there's just some security guard standing at the door like a Koopa Troll or something like that. They just drag you in and beat the crap out of you until you make a donation. They probably steal it from you. Has DK secures his coin star lead a little higher by landing on the bank again. Not as big a bonanza. Torpedo targets, always a disaster. You want the AI driving because they know where the targets are at all times. If you're a human player, you want to be shooting because if the AI is shooting even on hard, well, Stormtrooper level doesn't begin to cover it. Oh, that was pretty tight. Oh, they need to go up a bit. Both of them are shot a bit too far down. They're rising, they're firing, they're not firing. And somehow that one was given to Peach and DK. Once again, they've missed. It's going to be Peach and DK who have managed to hit. Wario and Luigi turning around. They must be finding that next target. There it is. Terrible shooting. Peach and DK get it at point blank range and nearly get shot down. Luigi's absolutely abysmal shooting. He hasn't worked out how to shoot upwards. And once again, Peach and DK nearly get shot down. So yeah, surprisingly good shooting. I think Peach was the one shooting, which is probably no surprise. If it was DK shooting, it would have been all over the place. But Peach closing in on that coin star. Luigi, I'd say, has the happening star. He can make a debut and steal some coins. And Peach chooses to get abducted. And Luigi's probably grumbling, yeah, of course, they wind up giving the lady the proper service, but no. Poor old Luigi gets dragged out to the ruins of King Bob-omb. Nobody cares about Luigi. So, another question, will we get to see the duel? And everyone onto DK. Once again, we have Look Away. In the practice game I did last night, the team of 3 was doing incredibly well right up until the last round when their 2 surviving players stared straight ahead. And so did the AI. I mean, single player. They're all the AI. Sort of like that. Appropriately enough, Luigi was the one player, so Luigi did ultimately win the game by doing absolutely nothing. And there Luigi loses by doing absolutely nothing. I don't think he'd actually moved his head at all. DK still staring straight ahead like a moron. All Peach and Wario have to do is look in different directions. They did, and even though Peach was eliminated, Wario comes away with the win for the team. I could really go some Bowser communism right about now. Luigi just before the bank. Bowser communism would really shake things up. What's Peach going to get in her item game? Keep in mind that whatever she gets is going to be vulnerable to the plunder chest DK has. DK is off in the middle of nowhere, so... Now, if you're smart and the AI has a plunder chest, Peach has just elected to go for nothing. It would also be worth just getting a skeleton key because the AI will usually steal from you, but the skeleton key is less useful overall. Oh, come on, Bowser communism, Bowser communism, Bowser communism! I'm not biased, why would you... It's not on there! And Wario has to stump up. Once again, he is dead broke. He's been spending most of the game in last. Poor guy. I don't know who's got the minigame star. We know DK has the coin star, and I'm pretty sure Luigi has the happening star. So a lot of it actually comes down to who's got the minigame star, and it's entirely possible I might influence the game. And yes, of course, the only person who gets screwed over by the Bob-omb aliens is Luigi. Mostly we've been too poor to be abducted. These are incredibly picky aliens. DK heading for that star. The game is about to get changed up. Again. And Sky Pilots. I sincerely doubt the AI should ever have its pilot's license. You usually want the AI flapping the wings. You do not want them driving in this game. So, with potentially suggestive imagery for those with dirty minds, DK steers off in very bizarre directions. Missing the first booster and deliberately driving out of the way of the second, Luigi must be ready to shank his pilot. But Peach and Wario wind up getting shot twice. DK flies low, avoids the shot across the bows, but then winds up taking the shot up the nose and knocked back. Is DK going to actually hit that? And those turrets need to be careful. We said across her nose, not up it. Into the Bowser balloons. Pretty good lead for DK. He's going to crash. He has not crashed somehow. And he took that shot head on, steered right into it, and steering right at the cannon. DK not flying very intelligently. The boost rings are over there, you nincompoop. Finally gets both of them after trying to get himself shot out of the sky. Meanwhile, speaking of getting shot out of the sky, Peach and Wario have been remorselessly gunned down. Look at that gap. DK holds onto his coin star lead. 2 turns to go. Oh dear. Bad news for Luigi. He'll be able to steal some... Well, there's no point having a duel, unfortunately, because Wario is broke. And Goomba disappears and Luigi is being sacrificed on the altar of Bowser. Oh, that is a brutal blow. Left with only 1 coin, the game does not want him challenging Peach. That is unbelievably cruel. Meanwhile, Peach is coming up to Boo. And this could be a dire situation. This could be the game changer, but she's going to steal from DK. Alrighty, that's the area that has 2, and I think the pyramid area has 2 as well. He's at least going to land on a question mark space. Taken away from the star, unfortunately, but it's everyone onto Luigi, and watch Luigi fail. Now, last time this was played, the 3 team obligingly lined themselves up straight and pretty much literally got skittled. Difficult path for Luigi, though. He sets the shell out. You can bowl off the edge. Spins it around. Now it should be impossible for Luigi to win. He's just standing there. He bowls. DK and Wario obligingly lining up.
Finish!
They coughed it up because if you can avoid having 2 people hit on the first frame, the team of 3 should win. Luigi in a better situation. It is the last turn, so after Luigi has gone, he's going to steal from DK. So after this happens, I will be taking control of Luigi for the final mini-game. 23 coins is still decent. Does put Peach in first though. And it's another happening space for Luigi. I think Luigi has that on lockdown. But at the moment, DK will have the lead because he does have the coin star. Actually, no, DK's about to lose it. It all comes down to who's got the minigame star. Peach does at least do the right thing and steal from DK. Wario's going to steal coins from Peach though, I would assume. Justified decision there. So this makes it interesting. It all depends on who's got the minigame star. If DK has it, DK wins. If Peach gets it, she wins. If Luigi gets it, then obviously Luigi wins. If Wario gets it, then I would say Luigi's still going to win. So I take control. Oh, and it's the coin gathering minigame. I've been handed a pretty impressive game to wrap it up on, even though I think this was the case last time. Crap, and I accidentally wound up practicing. I was trying to press the B button. To get out of practice, it's... what are the C buttons? There we are. So, let's see how many I get. This could well influence the game. Rightio, everybody getting in each other's way. There's a coin bag. Luigi hasn't got it, unfortunately. Oh, just missed that one. Peach got that one. Not going well for Luigi. Come on, go up and grab some coins. This is the worst I've done in a very long time for this one. And I've been bombed. Peach got 20. I didn't do very well there, I'm gonna be honest. So... a lot hinges on this game. So, the minigame star is the one that decides it. DK has the coin star lead. It is Luigi. Luigi's going to take it. DK unsurprisingly gets that, and I'm pretty sure Luigi has the happening star. Yep, so with possibly a little bit of assistance from me, Luigi is going to win Mystery Land. And there we are. And then Bowser appears. Now, keep in mind, this is a major example of artificial stupidity. Well, deliberate stupidity on Koopa's part because, well, Bowser is pretty narcissistic if I'm going to be honest. Everything's going to be centered around him. Not to mention it's ridiculously easy and it kind of looks like his face, basically. Also, the rock that appears around Koopa and Bowser just disappears. And more bob-ombs appear. Thank you very much for saving us, Luigi. We will not probe you again. Stock joke, I know. Probably shouldn't have made that one. And what appears to be a flying city fairly similar to Black Fortress in Bomberman 64 flies away and Luigi is the superstar. We are treated to that serious, determined expression. And then all of a sudden he starts doing the can-can and it sounds like he's been kicked in the nuts. So, actually a decent amount of stars. Our detailed results. Ooh, that was close. That was actually very close, but let's see. DK got 16 and Luigi got 14. So, Luigi was ahead by... Let's see, so it was 101 to 90. So Luigi was actually ahead at the end of that last minigame. So I didn't have as much of an impact. Luigi didn't have very high coin count. Peach did. DK did. 6 happening spaces and DK was close with 5. 6 Bowser spaces all told. 8 battle games. No, 7. I can't count. 7 battle games and we didn't see crazy cutters. We saw every one but. DK was the only one who landed on the bank. So, with all those extra battles, that is Mystery Land wrapped up. DK still had his plunder chest because nobody else got an item. And if you're wondering why I have all those coins, I don't think I've bought the minigames and I'm really no good at minigame coaster. Probably have to see if the Pro Controller's got slightly better button mashing responses. I think it does. Anyway, that wraps it up for Mystery Land and actually a fairly exciting game. Topsy-turvy, we had no idea who was going to win. Unfortunately, I didn't have that much influence on the results in the final minigame. Next time, we'll be moving on to Horrorland. Until then, this is Red 2, returning to base.